Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day or night and that you'll enjoy the video. And thank you so much for watching.
I think one of the biggest things when we first start setting boundaries with people is they have an idea of who we're supposed to be, like an image in their head of how we've always shown up, how we've always behaved. Whenever they've called, we've answered the phone. Whenever they've asked us to do stuff, we always automatically say yes, right? And when we first start setting boundaries with people, they get super butthurt about that because they're not used to this new version of you. And I don't think you get to dodge that process. Setting boundaries is uncomfortable, it's difficult, it requires people to learn a new version of you as you start to learn that new version yourself. But it's not something that if you want to live a happy and joyful life that you get to dodge that process.
Okay, but why not let me see those boundaries from the beginning? It's okay to have boundaries. No one is telling you not to. If for some weird reason I'm gonna ask you out, I want you to come date me for me, not because I'm gonna take you so you can have some free food. If you think I'm gonna take you to a restaurant and you're okay with that, but then I say coffee date and you suddenly discover that you have boundaries, you might understand why we have a problem. Just let people see your true version from the beginning and they can decide if they want to deal with that or not.
Being pretty is such an asset, then why do I still work? Why do I still have to work? Yeah, it's not as great as you think.
Yeah, bummer. It's because of the F word that I cannot say here on this platform. I guess what they didn't tell you at the weekly girl only convention is that being strong and independent does come with a price.
I debated on making this video for a good 30 seconds, but I'm like, you know what? I got wine, so cheers. Okay. I'm going to start out with online dating apps are ridiculous. Okay. Got back on them, thinking I was going to be something different here. And it's the same thing every time. Like, where are the true gentlemen? Like, the ones that don't ask for pictures, the ones that don't expect just hookups. Okay, I want a guy that actually cares about me and how my day's going and what I'm about. But no, 9 out of 10 of the ones that I've already matched with within a 15-hour period, they all ask for one of those things, and it's not the gentleman thing. So if you want to prove me wrong, if you're actually a true gentleman, okay, I'm taking, dog dad applications right now. Because my hopes are very, very low. Yep. But with that being said, at least I'm drinking wine.
Well, yeah, at least there's that, so enjoy your wine. But let's see, where are all the gentlemen? Well, if they are on dating apps, which not a lot of them are, they are getting zero swipes, zero matches. Because you all go on dating apps hoping for the 1% of men that are tall, fit, and successful. Some other gentlemen are in your DMs right now talking to themselves because they're invisible to you. And some other gentlemen are just done with dating and they just don't care anymore. Okay, so let's read. Starting to only put effort into men that value you, and now your phone is dry AF. Okay, well, that can be good, right? So maybe I'm not a complete lunatic when I say I need to see your value, not just listen to you advertising your value to me. Okay, let's read this one as well. When you start acting delusional and unrealistic, and suddenly all that you wanted shows up. This is actually considered on TikTok to be a motivational speech. Yeah, I know, motivational speech. When exactly being delusional became normal? So let's see. Let's say for a second that I'm a young lady and I'm waiting for Prince Charming. If I'm delusional and Prince Charming steps into my life, is he the Prince Charming that I'm waiting for? Or is he the frog that I haven't kissed yet to turn into a prince? If I'm delusional and unrealistic, I'm gonna consider him Prince Charming riding on a 300 horsepower Mustang. But when I snap into reality, I'm gonna realize that he's the F boy frog I should have stayed away, and I'm gonna complain on TikTok that I cannot find a good man.
So I've been hella paranoid that the guy I just went on a date with was going to see my TikToks about him and realize that I'm obsessed with him. So, like the smarty I am, I found him first and blocked him. Ha!
Yeah, you. Of course, you're not gonna admit that you made a mistake when you made that TikTok about the guy that you liked. No, the smarty that you are, you blocked him, so now even if he liked you back, he cannot get in touch with you.
Something about referring to your husband as the hubby chills me to the bone. It strikes a perturbing chord. Hubby is just too cute of a word. It sounds like a nickname for a fat baby named Hubert. That would be super cute. Like, that's not your hubby, that's your husband. His name is Adam. He's 46 years old. You've been begging him to take out the trash and drive the kids to soccer practice. And then also the hubby, adding the with it, as if he is the titular hubby, as if there are no other hubbies, the hubris.
Yeah, I know, right? Listening to other women being happy in their relationships? Wow, crazy, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to listen to that either when I'm feeling lonely and miserable.
All I want is a tall bearded man that will take me out to eat, grab my thighs in the car, and slap my butt when I get out. Is that too much to ask?
Are you crazy? That's up to 20 years plus a fine. So let me let you know that we are not doing that.
I am starting to feel like most of the mothers of the men that we're supposed to be considering as partners, fathers, husbands, whatever, have basically all just raised their sons to be their husbands, their substitute husbands, and they have not raised their sons to be the husbands of anybody else.
Yeah, let me pause this here for a second, really quick. I need to turn the speed up on this video because it's gonna be long, and I apologize for that.
You see it in how much men hate women. You see it in how much men do not want to spend any money on women. You see it in how much men have no interest in taking care of women or even their own children. You can see it how men don't even like women or the women they're living with or married to or their own children. Dowries were invented because it showed the bride's family that you had the resources to take care of her and then some. And then in gratitude to that family for offering up their daughter who is precious and valuable to that family's system. Also to strengthen the bonds within the two families to create one larger strengthened unit, and have been raised to be individualists within their own relationships, households, and marriages. You buy a woman a big ring to show that she's taken care of, that you have it, and then some. And even if it's not a big ring, it's a gesture to show that the most that you have is being offered to her because you value her and love her and show her that no matter what, you would give her your last dollar and dime because you're gonna take care of her. You take a woman out on a real date to a nice dinner to show that you have enough money to take care of her.
Yeah, big ring and all the money. I know. Where have I heard that before? Oh, yeah, all over TikTok. So it's not important that I'm giving her my entire life. No, that's considered bare minimum now.
And all y'all dusties are getting mad because you're not able to manipulate women into having sex with you that you have no intentions of taking care of, that you don't even like, that you're not even attracted to a lot of times. It's not women's fault that y'all mamas raised y'all to be your mama's substitute husbands for the husbands that they didn't have. It's like these boy moms have raised their sons to be parasitic. And the only value they add to anybody's lives are their mothers. An entire generation of dads who took off and sons who were turned into husbands, or dads who were so unhappy, checked out, mentally ill, drunk, what have you, that the mothers turned their sons into their husbands, and all of us women growing up learned, oh boy, there is nothing out there for us, is there? And you wonder why we're so educated and work so hard? What do you think we watched growing up? All the men around us completely failing the women around us, and the women around us being badasses. And yeah, so if it's us modern independent women need traditional gestures like money to show that we're going to be taken care of, we need that proof. We didn't grow up to be like our mamas and grandmas.
Well, you all heard the lady. She just admitted that all these strong and independent women need your money as proof or whatever. All I've heard, to be honest, is that you're all failing at raising your sons. So maybe next time stop acting butthurt that your husband left you and realize that your kids need their father in their lives. The only point you made was that kids, especially boys, should not be raised by single mothers. No, wait, that's not true. The other point you made was that we should give you money just because you exist. Because, in your head, that makes sense.
Have y'all ever noticed the only sports that are considered not real sports are the ones that are female dominated? Because me too.
Yeah, I know. I hate men. Patriarchy. Shut up. What sports are you talking about exactly? Dart, chess, bowling, motorsports, snooker, golf? I'm not sure if bingo is considered a game or a sport, but that's the only thing you're dominating. Actually, there are a few more like gymnastics, but don't hate me for that. I'm just being petty. Bingo sounds good to me. Anyway, this is gonna be it for today. As always, I do hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.